Let me tell you a story. 22 years ago, a baby boy named Gabriel was born. And due to an incredibly early birth, his precious life was snatched away almost immediately after it was given to him. The next year, the mother was pregnant once again, and because of her first failed pregnancy, the doctors knew that safeguards needed to be put in place. Among these precautions, the doctors had the mother spend 108 days lying in a hospital bed in order for the new baby to be born. Now, in the end, their efforts turned out to be successful, and even though the baby was still born early, he lived. Now, I am telling you this because I am that baby boy. I should not be standing up here today, but I am because of my parents' determination to raise a child, and because of the doctor's abilities to overcome the same medical failures that led to my brother's death. Now, as I grew up with the knowledge that my very existence stemmed from adversity, I began to believe that I should do everything in my power to avoid failure. But somewhere along the line, I began to see the beauty of failure. I began to realize that we are not defined by how we succeed, but that we are defined by how we fail. Now, at some point in time, every one of us has failed. There's no denying it. And while logic might dictate that failure is something to avoid, it is imperative to understand that personal failure is one of the most important building blocks necessary to create positive changes in this world. It's also important to understand that failure is not the same as quitting or using excuses to validate falling short of our potential. Embracing failure involves understanding that each time we do not succeed, we can use our failures as leverage to strengthen our resolve and to face our obstacles with newfound knowledge and fresh perspectives. And the great thing about this is that understanding how to use failure to change our own lives is just the tip of the iceberg. To witness the benefits of failure in the world around us, the potentials of failure must be realized on an individual level before they can impact larger group dynamics. Now, we can do this by overcoming the misconception that failure confines us. If we begin to view our failures as stepping stones for opportunities, then we allow others to do the same. The individuals who realize the potentials of failure, they are the ones who serve as catalysts for change. They are the ones who instigate subtle cultural shifts that define how businesses, nonprofits, and other organizations shape the world. But like anything in life, embracing failure is not easy. But can you imagine lying in a hospital bed for 108 days straight? Can you imagine what you could do if your missteps and drawbacks actually helped you go farther in life? And can you imagine what you could do if you no longer let the fear of failure control you? As you imagine these things, I want you to remember that you are the catalyst for change in this world, and that in order to truly improve your own life and the lives of others, you must come to realize that your largest obstacles can become your greatest opportunities. Thank you.